I'm Tran Vu, sending my warmest greetings to all of you. Welcome to NoThan-TV channel. And right now, please join us for the highlight news and notable developments in today's broadcast. The surge of the Nguyen Phuong Hang livestream phenomenon and management system responses. Social media in Vietnam recorded major turbulence as Ms. Nguyen Phuong Hang's live streams on cross-border platforms consistently attracted millions of views. The broadcast content went beyond civil disputes or entertainment industry personal lives, expanding into a series of complex allegations involving financial underbellies, personal relationships, and misconduct targeting several former senior leaders. Responding to this immense influence, rather than choosing transparency through clear legal evidence or organizing public cross-examinations for citizens to discern right from wrong, the police system from central to local levels issued a series of threatening documents. Notifications simultaneously warned of criminal prosecution and strictly prohibited citizens from sharing or disseminating content deemed reactionary. Public opinion assessed the authorities' reliance on censorship and intimidation, instead of counter-evidence, as an embarrassed reaction, exposing the state apparatus's lack of confidence in the face of these allegations. The phenomenon of millions accepting legal risks to search for live stream links does not merely stem from instinctive curiosity. It reflects an intense thirst for information within a tightly controlled state media environment. When state journalism is restricted from providing multidimensional coverage of the apparatus's dark sides, cyberspace naturally becomes a breeding ground for internal information leaks. Notably, details presented by Ms. Nguyen Phuong Hang share key similarities with information leaked from the Chan Dung Nguyen Luc Portrait of Power website prior to the 12th Party Congress in 2016. This development reinforces the view that a power system lacking independent oversight inevitably degenerates into corruption. Within this structure, the intersection of finance, political power, and entertainment networks has turned various artistic activities into backyards serving the interests and lifestyles of certain officials. High-handed suppression tactics do not dissipate suspicions. Instead, they reinforce public belief that the exposed information hit covered up vulnerabilities. The wave of online public denunciations, and the case of Nguyen Thanh Nam's work. Concurrently, cyberspace witnessed an explosion of spontaneous public denunciation campaigns carried out by state-sponsored cyber opinion forces, creating a tense atmosphere of psychological violence. This occurred even after the Politburo issued Directive No. 07 to tighten speech discipline and control information. A prime example of this wave is the incident surrounding the book, Nguyen Boi Thanh, Stories with Thanh, by author Nguyen Thanh Nam. Instead of engaging in constructive literary debates or intellectual critique, cyber opinion groups turned the work into a target of fierce attacks. These forces employed tactics of framing political motives, labeling factions, and hunting for backing forces behind author Nguyen Thanh Nam. This method of conduct is viewed as resembling the Red Guard movement, where personal honor is dismantled through brutal online denunciations. Challenges for General Secretary and President to Lam and internal polarization. The rampant activity of cyber opinion forces despite regulations raises major questions regarding the administrative effectiveness of top leadership. Although General Secretary and President to Lam continuously promotes reform policies, mindset shifts, and liberal education to prepare the nation for a new era, his inability to suppress online denunciation campaigns exposes internal complexities within the government. Analysts assess that this insubordination stems from a conservative network deeply rooted within the system. This network combines the apparatus of the General Political Department, cyber opinion organizations such as the AK-47 Force, and interest groups with intertwined relationships. Initially, conservative tendencies may have been utilized as a tool to eliminate political rivals and consolidate power. However, as this force expanded beyond control, it arbitrarily reversed course to oppose the very reform initiatives set forth by leadership, creating an underlying conflict over the nation's developmental direction. Long-term impacts on the economy, society, and national consensus. The consequences of the information crisis and the wave of online denunciations fall directly on the populace. As society becomes entangled in endless arguments surrounding cases like author Nguyen Thanh-Nam's or Ms. Nguyen Phuong Hang's live streams, public attention is distracted from critical national issues: prolonged economic downturn, rising unemployment, a frozen real estate market, and escalating burdens on healthcare and education systems. Glorifying blind loyalty while suppressing critical thinking deprives the state apparatus of its self-correcting capacity. Deep division caused by cyber opinion groups not only weakens national consensus, but also enables external forces to exploit internal fractures. A nation trapped in internal spiritual conflict will lose its capacity to execute strategic reforms, thereby limiting its autonomy and sustainable development. Thank you for joining us in today's broadcast. Here, we deliver the latest news and notable developments domestically and internationally, aggregated from various public and reputable sources. The channel's goal is to help you stay updated quickly, easily, and conveniently, ensuring you don't miss out on events attracting public attention. If you find our content useful, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video to receive the latest updates. Your contributions and feedback in the comments section will also help us continuously improve our content quality in the future. If you have information, feedback, collaboration requests, or topics you would like us to cover, please feel free to reach out via email. We will try to respond to you as soon as possible. Sincere thanks for your attention and support.